All right, working hard on getting our code correct. So we have completed most of it. We have these three left to go. Total ticket, well, we haven't done any of that. So let's go ahead and I'm going to copy this and paste that in here. And semicolons at the end. And now I have a bunch of more alerts to do. And I'm going to do, let's see, final out. I'm putting that there just to make my life a little more easier. So I'm going to have to do 3 more alerts. Control C, Control V, Control V. Now we have to go back into our flowchart. And we have these 3. All right, so I'll go ahead and copy that. And then paste that into my first alert. And then cancel that and go into the second one. Copy that. Control C. Paste that into the second alert. And cancel that. And then do the final one. Okay. So now let's go ahead and save it. And I'm going to go back to the problem. There it is right there. How about that? Good. So we tested this before on our flowchart. Let's see if it's going to work again. So I'm going to go ahead and preview it. First loop is going to be 2 and 1. And customer owes 28. Okay, I got to go through all these. Okay, and then number of tickets is 3. Snacks is 2. And that's 2, so this should come out to 46. You saw it real quick. The rest of that I don't care about right now. All right, and then yes, another ticket buyer. This is going to be 4 and 3. Customers, and then 64. So good, 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 good. And then one last time. This is going to be 5 and 4. I do the test with different numbers because if I'm using the same numbers for both inputs, it could cause math to work when it really doesn't. So we have 4. Now this is important to watch this. Should be $82, and it's true. Number of customers should be number of tickets, so 14, yes. Number of snacks is 10. Total tickets of 140, and then 80, and then 220. That 4 must have passed by me. And now we'll say no, and we're out. So we know our whole application now works correctly, but not the way it should. Now what we have to do is we have to move the things that don't need to be in the loop out of the loop. All right. So the only output that should be inside the loop is what the customer owes. So total number of customers, that has to come out. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to comment it out. And the reason why I'm commenting it out is that I'm going to run it again. And if something breaks, I can uncomment that and see what's going on. All right, so now we don't need this done looping anymore. Now we're going to see output. And I'm going to paste it in. But this is not going to be an alert. It's going to be a document. All right. Excellent. All right, and then we just keep on moving on from there. So total number of tickets looks like that should be the next thing. So let's go ahead and give ourselves some room. All right, so I could actually copy all this. Control C, Control V, get rid of this. Actually, I could take that. Well, yeah, let's get rid of it. All right, and then I have to put document right in front of each one. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. And then starting with the second one, I need the BR tag. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. All right, and then I need to comment all this stuff out here. Well, custom row is not. That stays in there. But I'm not done. What else doesn't need to be inside the loop? And actually, these three pieces of math need only be done after the loop is over. I don't need to do that every time I go around. I just need to do it to create this output. So after the stop loop, after loop calculations, well, I want to do that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take these, Control X, and then put it here, Control V. I could have commented them out also, but no, I'm not going to do that. It just makes it so messy in there as it is. Once we run these, actually, so these really wouldn't run anyway. So what's the next? So the only thing left in here is our input, our customer owes, because we're going to calculate that every time we go around the loop, and our accumulators. So just remember that. The only math that we're going to keep doing is math that has to be done every time it goes around the loop, which is this, and our counters and our accumulators. And there's our counter. All right, so let's go ahead, and this is going to be really different than before. And hopefully you'll see why we did it this way. So I'm going to preview it. So 2 tickets, 1 snack, $28. Yes. 3 tickets, 2 snacks, $46. Yes. 4 tickets, 3 snacks, $64. Yes. 5 tickets, 4 snacks, $82. So now we've done our 4. So now I'm going to say no, and it's going to show the rest. So 4 customers, 14, 10, 140, 180, 220. You can see it works. But notice, as I was going around, I had no idea what was going on in that loop. I was putting numbers in. The only thing I saw was what's owed, but I don't know if the accumulators are working. I don't know if the counters are working. I don't even know if any of this is working until I finish my program. And that's why you want to use the build and test methodology. And I hope you remember that when you take the Java class. Don't try to build the entire thing and hope for the best. Build a piece, test a piece, move on to the next piece, keep building and testing, and that's what you should do. So I really don't need to have these. Now, when you turn it into your instructor, whether it's me or anyone else, you can keep these in there. In fact, I would appreciate you doing that, because that lets me know that you're using the build and test methodology. But this is how we would turn it into our supervisor, just like this. And see how how efficient that is. So now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do total tickets, 2 fixed, 2. All right, so I need to have, oh, wait a second. Yeah, money collected. So anytime we're collecting money, we want to put 2 fixed on there. So I'm going to do Control C, Control V, Control V, and then customer owes, same thing. All right, so when we test this to see if it works, we actually don't have to test it 4 times. 1 time will tell us whether it's broke or not. So I have 2 tickets, 1 snack, $28. Let's do it. I want one more just for grins. I have 3 tickets, 2 snacks, and that's $46. And let's say no. I could go through the whole thing if I wanted to. But you can see I haven't broken anything. I haven't got any error messages. You can see that 2 customers, and they did 3 and 2 is 5, 2 and 1 is 3. All this numbers come out right. So I know that this is actually ready to go. But I hope I have stressed upon you the importance of building and testing. It is your fastest way of developing. Copying that whole mess of a problem statement and pasting it in here and then trying to JavaScripticize it, it's going to take you weeks to find all your errors and all your problems. So build and test just like I'm done here, and you will have a very good life, and you'll find programming is fun. And again, particularly if you finish this class and decide you want to be a programmer and you take CPT 167, you better do the build and test. But you won't. I know you won't, because I've talked to so many students who have taken this class and taken that class, and they don't do a problem statement. They do a flowchart with Word so they can't run it. And they write random code until it works. Half the time it doesn't work, but they just keep writing random code and keep changing it, hoping it'll work the next time. And it's very, very frustrating, and it makes programming hateful. Doing the build and test methodology seems slow, but it's actually fastest way. It's actually how professional developers do it. They don't write thousands of lines of code and hope for the best. They write a snippet of code, they test the code, they move on. And that's exactly how you should do the same thing. All right, that's it. On to the next problem.